Welcome, and today we'll explore essential grammar rules for PTE reading section. First of all, let us understand what are nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs. And these will definitely boost your reading comprehension as well as your test performance. So, after that, we will also discuss some key grammar rules that are used in the PTE reading very frequently. So, let's get started. First of all, nouns. So, as we all know, what is the definition of the noun? That serves as a name of any person, place, thing, quality, idea, or any kind of action. So, that means a name of any of from these is called a noun. There are few types of the nouns. So, common, proper, concrete, abstract, countable, uncountable, as well as collective noun. I've shared example of each of them. So the purpose why I am discussing noun is that in PTE reading blanks, so some of the blanks are there in which you have to fit a noun. So you should have a clear understanding which word is a noun and which is not. So that means common nouns are the nouns which are general in nature. For example, any general person, place, thing, or data. For example, a general, we are not specifying the name of the city. The word city is a noun, it's a common noun. Book, it can be any book, right? So, like these words are the nouns, and they belong to a common noun category. So the opposite words are the proper nouns. That means if we specify the name of any person, place, or thing, they become proper nouns. For example, we are talking about a particular person, say John. So John is a proper noun, and whenever we have to write this noun anywhere, we need to capitalize the initial. So we will always write J capital of the John. So of all the proper nouns, you have to write the initial capital. So for example, we are talking about a one particular city that is a London. So it's a proper, we are talking about a one particular company, Coca-Cola, say. So we are not talking about any company, but we are talking about one specific company. So when it becomes specific, that becomes proper noun. Similarly, are the concrete nouns. Concrete nouns are the nouns that anything that can be perceived by the senses. For example, which we can like see with our eyes, we can feel. Okay, so table, apple, car, everything around us, they comes under the concrete noun. Next are the abstract nouns. Abstract nouns include any idea, concept, any emotion. For example, the feeling of love, freedom, happiness, right? So these type of feelings are the abstract nouns. So these are the names of the feelings, and the name of anything is a noun. Next, nouns can be countable. For example, anything that can be a single or the numerous in the form. For example, book or books, chair, chairs, cat, cats. So it can be one or more than one. They are the countable nouns. Next are the uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns means, uh, for example, water, air, and sugar, which we cannot count, right? And they have a plural form, but we cannot count how much in the number form it is. For example, we cannot count the air, we cannot count the sugar, we cannot count the water. So these comes under the category of uncountable nouns. And the last one is collective noun. As the name suggests, collective means a group of anything. For example, group of a people or things. For example, a team. It can be a group of members, herd, group of any animals, family may include any number of the members. So group, class, it could be class also, army also. So name of the group is a collective noun, right? For example, we are given 5 to 7 words, and we know that in this reading blank noun will be fitted, and from those 5 to 7 words, we need to identify which word is noun and which is verb and which is like adjective. So the word from these categories are the nouns. So you can identify the noun if you know the definition. Now, for example, you do not know the meaning of any word. For example, 5 words are given to you, and you don't know the meaning of one single word, and because of which you are not able to identify whether that word is noun or not. So, in that case, we can use the suffixes. Suffixes means the ending of the word. From the ending, we can guess whether that word is noun or not. For example, a word that is ending with tion, sion, for example, revolution, conversion, these are the nouns, right? Next, ity or simple ty, for example, beauty, loyalty. So these words are, they belong to the noun category. These are the nouns. Ness, happiness, darkness. Similarly, ment, the word ending with ment. It could be movement, development, government, right? So these are the nouns. Er, or, for example, teacher, actor. So these are also the nouns. Next one, HOOD, hood, childhood, adulthood, right? And the last one, ANCE and ENCE, resistance and dependence. So these are not the only suffixes. There could be other also, but I am sharing few of them which are mostly used in the reading PTE reading blanks. So you need to be very much familiar with these suffixes so that you could identify that the word ending with any of these suffixes is definitely a noun. All right. So next one. So let's discuss what is an adjective, because we need to have key understanding, the core understanding of the four concepts. What are the nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs to basically improve your PTE reading. So let us discuss what are adjectives. So we all know the definitions, but the like problem is we don't know how to identify the word whether it is an adjective, noun, or not. Now, for example, we can say that adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. It says something about a noun or pronoun by providing more or additional information. It may say about its quality, its quantity, its state. So it could be a positive or a negative word that is describing a noun or a pronoun, right? So that is an adjective. And here are the few suffixes with the help of which you can identify the word that are adjectives. First, the word ending with ful means full. For example, joyful, hopeful. These are the adjectives. Less, fearless, endless, able, ible. For example, comfortable, visible. Similarly, the word ending with ous, ious, delicious, curious, alial, cultural, colonial. Word ending with y, rainy, happy, ish, childish, reddish, ly, friendly, cowardly. So any person can be a friendly person, right? So we are describing that person. So that word is adjective. Similarly, ed and ing, excited, exciting. Exciting means ing and ed ending with these words. So these are also the verbs, and we should know what is the difference between the word whether we are using in the form of adjective or the verb. Last one, ARY or ORY, literary, obligatory, and last one, IC, economic, right? So you can learn these suffixes by heart so that you could be able to identify the word, because there is always a group of adjective with the noun. So for example, in a sentence, so what comes? So adjective is uh, always precedes the noun. That means so adjective comes before the noun in the sentence. So for example, you are given a blank and you know that after the blank some kind of noun is given, so definitely in that blank what will fit, that is an adjective. Okay, now what are verbs? So verbs are the words that describe the physical actions. For example, run, jump, eat, or any kind of mental actions. For example, think, believe, or understand, any kind of occurrences or any kind of happenings. So anything that happened, occurred, or that become. So these words are the action words. These are called the verbs. Now, what are the suffixes to identify whether a word is a verb or not? So generally, the words ending with ed or ing, they are the verbs, right? So mostly in filling the blanks, 90% of the filling the blanks in PTE, the word that is required is verb. So you should have a good command over the verbs. So you should know how to identify which word is verb or not if you don't know the meaning of that word even. So similarly, next one is adverb. So adverb, as the name suggests, so it adds something to the verb. It means any word describing the verb is called adverb, right? So that modifies or gives more information about the verb, how that action is being done, whether that action is being done carefully, slowly, fastly. So we can say that the words ending with ly, these it is the most common suffix that is used to form the adverbs, right? So quickly, beautifully, how the work is done. So that describing word is called adverb. So in exam, you can get a group of adjective or a noun, right? If adjective is missing, you are given the noun, then definitely adjective will come. If adjective is given and next word is a blank, definitely noun will fit. So similarly, there is a group of adverb as well as the verb. So if one word is given, for example, verb is given and next is a blank, so always a word describing the verb will fit there, and that would be a adverb. Now let us discuss some key grammar rules. So one by one we will be discussing. So this is the rule number one. So it is uh, a very simple rule. For example, before the blank, if to is given, if a word to is written before the filling the blanks, so what will come in the blank? Definitely a verb will fit in this blank, and it need to be in the base form. Base form means first form of verb will uh, come in this blank. So for example, I'm here to dash a movie. For example, this sentence is given, I'm here to, and this is a blank. So we know a verb in the first form will be fitted here. So watch is the first form. So I'm here to watch a movie. He is going to. So next word, again, a verb in the first form. He's going to play, he's going to swim, he's going to eat, he's going to read. Any verb in the first form will fit here. All right. So next rule is, for example, before the blank, any of these words are written for, while, by, after, before, and then is a blank. So what will come in this blank? Again, a verb, but with ing. So verb in the ing form will be here. For example, after the for, what will come? A verb in the ing form. So ing form always comes with the verb's first form, right? So while, again there is a dash, what will come? Ing verb. By, again ing verb. After, ing verb. And before, ing verb. So for, while, by, after, and before, if any of these words are written before the blank, then here definitely a verb with ing form will come. So for example, you are given five words. These are the options. And which word you will pick for that is a verb ending with ing form. So next rule is, if before the blank, it, which, that, he, she, or any of the singular subject. Singular subject means a single person, single subject. It could be anything. For example, mother, father, teacher, anyone, single. Then what will come? Verb plus s or es. So verb ending with s or es will come. For example, it plays. So it play is wrong. Here always what will come? It plays. So verb ending with s. The ingredients which. So after the which, so here is the verb s or es form which covers. We need an alternative that again works. He, she, mother, again verb ending with s or es form. So next one, rule number 4 is be and been. So if there is a word be before the blank, then what will come? Verb third form. And if been is given, after that there is a blank, what will come? A verb in the ing form. So I've shared the examples. He has been, so been is given, so verb ing form. He has been working on the project for the long time. And in the next, the tutor told the students to be. So to be, again, what will come? A verb third form. So this is the third form of the verb. Discipline, disciplined, disciplined, third form. So generally the words ending with ed are the verb's third form. These are the basic like suffixes of the verb third form. Next one, rule number 5, that says, if before the blank the words like is, am, are, was, were are written, then what will be fitted in the form in the blank? So it gets divided into two parts. So for example, if the tense is active, then what will come? Verb plus ing form. And here is the structure of active tense. Subject, for example, any subject is given and the words are written is, am, are. So what will come? Verb ing form, right? And if on the other hand the sentence is in the passive form, for example, it is a structure of passive. For example, is, am, are is written, but the sentence is passive. In the passive, object comes at the first position and subject goes at the last. Okay, so here what will come? Verb third form. Now, again, is, am, are in passive. it will be verb third form. Is am are in active, it will be verbs first form plus ing. So ing always comes with the first form. So for example, it is an active tense and this one is a passive tense. So they are watching the movie. They subject comes first. Object movie, it is at the last. And here are is written. So what will come? Verb ing form. The movie means object comes first. Them subjects goes at the last. Is here. What will come? Verb third form. So it gets separated if according to the tense. So if it is active or it is passive, so the rule gets changed accordingly. Now the next rule is if by comes after the blank. For example, in a sentence, there is a blank and after the blank by is written. So what will come in the blank? That is verb in the third form. For example, the work is to be dash by them. So here is a by. So what will be here? A verb third form. So it is the same rule that is if a tense is passive. So by comes in the passive tense, right? It's the same extension of the previous rule only. So the next one is rule number 7. If here is a can, could, may, will, shall, would, should. These are the models. So what will come in the blank? So verb in the first form always. I will complete, verb in the first form. Can after can, first form. Should, first form. Okay. So always here it comes the first form of the verb after these words. Okay. Rule number 8 is if there is any of uh, these are the articles and the, if any of these comes before the blank, then what will come? In this case, a noun will be fitted in the blank. It could be anything but in the singular form. For example, if there is an, what will come? A noun, but starting with vowel. But it needs to be a singular. Similarly, after a, we know that noun will come, but noun needs to be in the singular form. Okay, a red apple. So always a singular noun gets fitted after a, an. Okay. Next, we have already discussed these. Like there is always a group of adjective with the noun and verb and the adverb. So adjective always come before the noun in the sentence. If any of these is missing, you can fit the another one. For example, noun is given and here is a blank. So here what will come? Adjective always. If adjective is written in a sentence and there is a blank after that, what will come? A noun. Similarly, there is a group of verb as well as adverb. If he drives is written and here is a blank, so what will come? Any word describing this action. How he is driving or how he drives. Any word describing and generally ending with ly, that is adverb. Adverb will get fitted. Okay, so these are the some of the miscellaneous rules. For example, if there is a do, does, did in the blank, so always verb in the first form will come. If there is I, we, you, they, or any plural subject, so verb first form only, no as yes. Right? If there would be he, she, or singular, there would be verb with ses, but if there is I, we, you, and plural subject, then only first form of the verb without ses. Next, if there is a blank after the word many, many means many or the word several, right? Different. So after these, what will come? A plural noun. A word noun ending with s means in the plural form, more than one. And if many a dash, if there is suppose in the line it is given many a dash. So again a comes. Now what kind of noun will get fitted? Singular noun. Okay. So these are few of the very important PTE rules. If you master these, there will be definitely a boost of 5 to 10 points in the reading. Okay. So do master them. So go through all the rules that I have shared and use the suffixes to identify the noun, adjectives, or the verbs, etc. So that could help you in a better way. Thank you so much for watching.